Okay, let's learn how to find the volume of a cylinder. We actually did this before we left school, and you may find the notes in your journal, but if not, hopefully this will help. So what is a cylinder? Well, these are cylinders. They are objects, three-dimensional, that have circular bases. So for example, see, circular. A soup can has circles on the top and the bottom. And like this tape, circles. See? Lots of circles. So they can be tall, they can be short, like a pipe would be a cylinder just laid on its side. And they have circles for bases. So they have circles at the top and the bottom. And so it is a three-dimensional object with circular bases. That is what a cylinder is. All right, so, we want to find the volume of a cylinder. So we need to think about volume. What is volume? Well, volume is just the amount of space inside an object. So how much space does it take up? So we measure them in cubic units. So it's the amount of square cubic units that would fit maybe inside an object is one way to think of it. And so if we're talking about inches, it's going to be a cube with an inch by an inch by an inch. Or it is, a centimeter by centimeter by centimeter. So it just depends on your unit, but it is a square cubic unit. So it's like a little cubes, and how many of those could fit in there? And, well, you can see in a circle that might be a little bit of an issue because there's curved sides, but we can figure that out. So what we think about maybe what we learned in 7th grade. So in 7th grade, and probably maybe even years before that, you may have learned that you can find the volume of a rectangular prism by multiplying the area of the base times the height. So length times width times height. So last year, maybe you were looking at volumes of a prism with a triangular base. So something like this. Right, so it had a triangle shape at the bottom and straight sides, or it can even be like just leaning. But basically, the volume for anything like this is the area of the base, so the area of the triangle, which is the base, times the height. All right, so you find the area of that triangle and then multiply it by the height. Imagine like just layers of those triangles, like little blocks, layers of blocks of those triangles just stacked up. And you multiply it by the height, and that will tell you how many cubic units, the volume of that triangular prism. Right? So really, the volume of a cylinder is very similar. It's the same idea. So if you understand the concept of volume, then the volume of a cylinder is not that tricky. Basically, just like we found the area of the base times the height of a prism with a rectangular base or a triangular base, we're going to do the same thing with a cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder is going to be the area of its base times its height. But a cylinder has a circle for a base. So the base is a circle. So we need to be able to find the area of a circle. Well, you did do that in previous grade levels, right? Of course, we'd multiply it by the height. But so there'll be another video about the area of a circle in case you don't remember how to do that. But basically, we need to find the area of the circle times the height of the cylinder. And in the other video, you're going to see that the area of a circle is using the formula pi r squared. So the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times the height. So remember, radius is the distance halfway across the circle. That's what the r is. It's a radius. So as long as you can find the radius and you can find the height, then you can use this volume right here to find the volume of a cylinder. And that's it.